Hello everyone, this is a shooter tool video for xpeditor. Through this video I'm going to explain the concepts about xpeditor and how we can use. We have hands-on session also. This video has been divided into two parts. The first part is overview of xpeditor and the second part will be explaining about the hands-on experience of xpeditor. Now the first question is, what is xpeditor? xpeditor, it is a debugging and testing tool that automates the task of identifying problems, applying solutions, and analyzing the impacts of changes and testing the fixes. With the help of xpeditor, we can see the flow of our program. We can see the values which are being stored and which are being moved to data variables, and the various other functions we have in xpeditor, which I'll be explaining in the next slide. Now here you can see given below is a list of salient and various features of xpeditor. For example, we can intercept application program abends. This means that in our program we can keep the breakpoints to intercept our abends before they occur. Then we can start or stop execution at any point by using goto statement. Then we can display and modify variables, registers and storage contents. This is by keeping the variables. I'll show that in the hands-on. We can trace the logic flow. We can go in the program line by line to know how the flow is moving inside the program. We can alter the logic also, but that's temporarily. And we can also bypass unwanted code. If there is some code which we don't want to execute, we can bypass that. And these all things are very handy when we do testing. Basically when we do unit testing, because in unit testing there are some setups which are not completely done, which are in development phase. So this tool is very handy in unit testing a program. xpeditor can be used in three ways. This is interactive mode, this is unattended batch mode, and batch connect mode. Before moving ahead, I'll also say that xpeditor can be of two types. We can use it in batch also, and we can use it in CICS also, that is onlines. I don't have the setup for online because for that we have to create transactions, and I don't want to go into that online. So I am just concentrating here on the batch xpeditor. The usage of both the xpeditor is same. So once you are familiar and comfortable with one working in batch, you will be very well comfortable with working in online also. So I'll explain the first one, the interactive mode. In interactive mode, we can do various functions. For example, we can put breakpoints. All the features which I explained, we can change the values of data items. We can bypass the code, and all those things we can do. We can put the breakpoints where program has to stop and where it has to start. And then also we have other one, that is unattended batch mode. In this, it's not interactive. We just the data, we use a script file and the data is written to a log file, and we just see the log file, how the flow had been in the program, and that is the way we can debug the program. But unattended batch mode is very useful in some cases. For example, it has advantages that it uses less resources. It can access tape files which we cannot do in interactive system. So if you have very big program or if you have very big files, you can use the batch mode. It can also test the job stream that has multiple job steps, and it can also collect execution coverage and give us the regression testing results. Now the third one is batch connect mode. In batch connect mode, we can submit an xpeditor TSO session, and then we can connect to it displays us the source where we can give the breakpoints, and then we can expedite our program. Next, I'll try to explain you what are the primary inputs to xpeditor. The primary inputs to xpeditor is shared information repository. It has the various information related to xpeditor stored in it. We have load libraries. We all are familiar with load libraries. Load libraries is the library where our module and where our load module is stored. which can be used by xpeditor. Then the input is also JCL. We can give the JCL file list or C list. File list is basically which contains the allocation list of files. JCL is, we all know it's our job control language, so we can directly give JCL, and we can create a C list also, so that we can use it again and again. And we can also give a test script library, which is basically used in our batch connect mode or batch mode, not in interactive mode. Now the outputs which we receive from xpeditor are data files which are generated by execution of the program. Then we have the session log, and in batch mode the log file shows the output of a batch test and is available only after the testing or debugging session has completed, but in interactive mode it is available at all times. We also have the session script, and it can be saved as a member of a test script library, and we can reuse it. Now there are various restrictions, and there are various things which we should note while doing XP editing. The first thing is that it does not support multitasking, so we can execute only one task at a time. Then also abends can occur when we use XP editor commands that alter the flow. For example, if you use goto statement, and that goto statement, it does some mathematical function, and that variable, for example, we are doing a mathematical function as a divided by b, but our b has been initialized to zeros, and we have now forcefully did a goto, and now we have forcefully done a goto, and now we are on the statement where we are executing a by b. So as the b will have a value of 0, so we can occur an abend sock 9. So this is the way some abends can occur if we try to alter the flow. And the same thing is with goto and skip also, because we are adding some extra lines or extra statements, and we are also skipping some statements. So all these things will be very clear when we start our hands-on. This was just a basic overview, and now we'll move towards a hands-on.